amazing people such as yourself, that this is possible. We know that we are in the reascension process together.
Right.
It's because of our combined light,
Right.
your presence, that makes a big difference. So we're very honored to be here with you all. I want to thank also Eric for this absolutely lovely, heartfelt presentation and introduction. I want to thank all the crew who's helping day in, day out. I want to thank my husband who's right there in the back in green shirt. I know I mean, Archangel Michael, soul lineage. But I'm very grateful for all the work for each and every one of you. All the crew, Rob, it's all of energy. What are we going to do today? And I want to thank you for taking the time with us. We're here to bring you the essence of the Arcturians that we represent. As you will see, I speak a lot as a we, because as an Arcturian being, I am an Arcturian being in a projected human form. My body is hybrid. My soul is Arcturian. That's the difference. And I have agreed to be here in this physical incarnation at this time on this planet because we together, we are going into the reascension process. To our perspective, which we will bring today, we are bringing the Arcturian perspective to help you strengthen the path. We're here to help you move to the next level of consciousness. We're here to help everyone to move the planet to the next level of evolutionary process. This is so far has been the core essence of our messages and also our teachings, our presence. Because I am an Arcturian being in a projected human hybrid form, you also in the presence of my group. So our frequencies that we emanate, we are sharing with you our core essence. This is how we speak. It is a soul essence projection. You will feel it today. We will share with you some messages. We have some good news for you. Yes, some good news. We want to share that with you. Today is going to be also the return of living by the essentials. I want to also share some aspect of additional detail of my journey to inspire all the starseeds, the angelic being, the elementals, the fairy, the transdimensional beings who are here, the light workers, and the beautiful earth humans. Being an earth humans is a very powerful place to be. I'm telling you, the Arcturians are learning so much from you. So much. They understand. I constantly send data back to our console and our ship. And they learn so much from our experience here in physical form. I want to bring your attention for a moment to the screen. There's going to be only one image today, no technology. We're going to connect instead. The only image I'm going to project is this one here, which is my logo. It is Arcturian light language. And the bottom, it is the emanation of our crystalline blue planet back in Arcturus. This logo is designed as code activation. It's helped you to inspire, to speak to you at a level that you need the most. And there's many intergalactic beings in this room. There's also beautiful beings of the heart, different dimensional, generational, of all aspects. You represent all the spectrum of the light. You are, of course, the best of the cream, and you know that, right? Between us. It really is. So I'm going to keep it there to inspire you. So when we do the activation, which we'll do, today we're going to do what's called a sphere of awareness activation with us, with the Arcturians. We're going to bring the holographic energy in this room. So I wanted to share it first, and we'll do the powerful activation. Does it sound good to everyone? Yes, absolutely. Beautiful. So as an Arcturian being, I am a soul aspect of my Arcturian avatar. I have discovered lately that my Arcturian self, my avatar self, was still in Arcturus. And by the way, Arcturus is our realm. This is where we originally from. And among the blue planet, we're here. 36,000 light years from the Earth. We use our stardate to travel. We have very advanced conscious assisted technology to travel to the multiverse. But this is not the point about technology. The best part of technology is you. And as an Arcturian being in this form, our desire is to bring forth the future timeline. This is what my role is. I'm here to bring forth the future timelines. In the meantime, my role is to help to activate everyone on the planet. Everywhere we go, we're implementing the new codes. That's part of the good news I want to share with you in a moment. And so, as an Arcturian being, I have only been to your planet about maybe 12 times. I haven't been here too many times. But I can tell you, we come here when the asymmetrical timelines, the changes in the timeline are the most important levels. And right now, the organic timeline of ascension, you have reached a momentum of light that is so important. You've reached a light level of summit of light that you will hear today and throughout the conference. There are many light beings, many intergalactic beings who are going to talk to you, because what you play here is absolutely essential. Last night I had 3 Andromedans came to my room. 3 Andromedans. They woke me up in the middle of the night, they opened a green portal. And they said to me, how are you supposed to hear our messages with all this noise? And I'm like, what are you talking about? I have a machine, a little device right next to my bed that creates white noise so it can diffuse the noise of the hotel and the parking lot, because I'm very sensitive to sound. And they said, your machine is producing noise that speaks louder than we do. So they took the device, they turned it off, they pushed it against the wall, and they said, out of the technology, listen. I said, okay, I'm all ears. And I was very conscious of it. So they opened an holographic portal, oval, there's 3 of them coming out. It looks like white with light gray pixelation, almost like a holographic projection of pixel. They came through and they started to speak a language to me. It's the same language that I heard the night before. And you will hear more about that with David after me. What I want to say is that turning off the noise, the distractions, getting out of mental entanglement, clearing your emotional field, allowing your emotional energy to be clear so you can listen. One of the things that we do is we're helping everyone to readjust your vibrational field so that the messages that you're receiving is of the same vibratory rate that of the message itself. And that's very important to be able to understand, first, who you are. Second, what is your implication, your role in the ascension timeline. Third, who are you in connection to? And fourth, what is your soul blueprint? What is your core mission here? So clearing your vibrational field is absolutely essential. And our message today is to help you to return to living by the essential of your beingness, coming back into your heart, understanding your connections to Creator. I was recently on an online summit called Source Bliss, and I was asked one question. The lady said, Vivian, how do you connect to Creator? I said, this is a very simple question. I'll tell you how I connect to Creator. I connect to Creator directly to the fabric of my being. I allow myself to truly go into that sacred meditative state, connect to my heart energy. I open the chalice of my heart. I can see the spark of my divinity, what we call the God spark within you. And it's through that sacred union that I release control. I release control of my mind, I release control of emotion, I release control of my lower egoic mind that allows you to navigate to 3D. And that's then I simply return to the essence of my being. I'm no longer a human or an Arcturian or an elemental. I am source energy with Creator. I come back to my soul origination. And then from that moment, I simply allow the omnipotence, omnipresence of Creator, not source, not God, Creator. And I said, I am ready to come home. Allow me. And at that point, I can feel the connections. I'm giving you a very simplified version, but it's really about the practice that you maintain. The invitation that the Arcturians are giving you is to go beyond what you're feeding your mind with information, but rather to connect to the essence of your being. How many of you every day are asking your heart, how can I be of service today? Show me. How can I be of service to you? Yes, of course I am. How can I be of service? What is the purpose of today? What is the blessing that this day brings? Show me. And it's really much, this is how I start my day every day. I go into the connections to myself and I ask, as an Arcturian avatar being, on behalf of the Councils of Light, I'm a high priestess of the Council of 12. I come from a very ancient intergalactic civilizations. We are millions of years old. We have transcended space and time, fear, and all of it. How can I be of service? This is how I start my day every day. These are simple practices that we invite you to implement to return to what we call living by the essentials. Allow yourself to feed your roots to your feet. Feed your roots. My roots are deep to the core of Thera that you know as Gaia. My feet are deep into the root of Gaia, as I am a sacred tree of knowledge and I expand my branches into the multiverse and beyond. I am a presence of the omnipresence within me. And I tell you, when you do something like this or similar to this, you will see that you are opening not only your extrasensory points within you, but you're activating the holographic field of your being. You'll be able to touch the remembrance of who you are to the quantum field into your DNA. So by the way, we're going to do a DNA activation tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Parenthesis is closed. And return to understand the state of your beingness. When I came to this journey, at the age of 5, my Arcturian came to me. They said, you need to remember who you are. You are here on a grand mission. You're going to come here and bring forth the new teachings that are non-existent right now on this planet. We're going to bring different form of learning, knowledge, teaching, new school of learning that is non-existent, is outside of the archive that the earth is containing. And I said, when do I begin? And they said, you begin now. I was 5. I'm not going to tell you how old I am now. 6. You're lovely. From an intergalactic perspective, let's add multiple zeros behind the 6. But the thing is that I already knew. The people come to ask me, Vivian, you emanate such a love, such a frequency. How do you do it? And I'll tell you my secret, the key that unlocks all of it. You would say very simple, yet the power behind it is the moment I said yes to myself. I said yes at the age of 5. I'm giving you just a point of reference in time so you can relate to that. In my timeline that I call my return to Earth in a human hybrid form with the consciousness of an Arcturian being, I carry within me the archives of the memories of my people through our history. And I can see one of the things we're here to do is to help activate everyone into your own soul mission. Just our interaction right now. I did ask the Arcturian to come along with the Andromeda and the Alliance from the 12-dimensional energies to co-create a sacred dome of light, a luminous field that you are in right now. As we are preparing each other, we are attuning each other on a vibrational level. We're getting acquainted with each other to allow to do the activation, which you will do, you will receive today. We always give you gifts because you see how we see you? I know we have said that many times before, we'll say it again and again and again. We perceive you as galactic royalties, all of you. No matter how you remember or what generational timeline you came back into, it makes no difference to us. Is that we see the sacred spark inside of you. We see the emanation of your being. And we see what you're capable of and also what is holding you back. I can perceive it in your field. It is a time to release grief. And most importantly, we need to dismantle the false paradigm of fear matrix reality. No more fear, everyone. No more. I mean it. And no clapping of the hands in your heart. It really is. We need to dismantle that false fear energy that is like a grid holding back the earth and all living life form here. No matter of your background, your journey is sacred. People ask me frequently, Vivian, how do I know my mission? I said, the moment you return to this earth and this incarnation, you have been on your mission all along. From wherever you are, it takes you to where you need to be. So it is perfect for where you are right now. So today, through the activation, we'll give you an opportunity to ask these questions but at a higher level, to be able to bring this. I have a full list of items. I'm just going by the guidance for the challenge for me. Because I am an Arcturian being in a hybrid form, I am in a constant field of communication with my people. I talk to the councils, I'm on constant energy. I'm constantly moving in and out of dimensional space. So if you're looking at me and I look like I'm looking to space, I am here physically, but I'm not home. I'm traveling to the dimension and I'm coming back in. Because what we do is we're holding the sacred bridge right now. There's a bridge that connects the third dimensional reality to the fifth. And I can tell you right now the bridge is holding just by a thread of energy because there's so much change on the planet. Let's talk about July 2022. July is a time of great soul healing care. Please take the time to heal your old paradigm. Go deep at the soul level. It is a time to heal the fragments within you. I know we look up, you want to be more psychic, you want to bilocate, you want to know what's going on in the world, you want to understand what the astrology has to tell you. It's all fine. But you're feeding an aspect of you that may not be fully ready to integrate those information. When we say, return to living to the essentials, honoring the blueprint of your heart, do you know who you are? Do you understand the power that you carry within you? If you do understand it, then it's going to continue to expand more and more. Even certain of the signs on this planet, it's shifting. Look at the astrology, or looking at astronomy, looking at the planets. Oh, there's a Venus conjunction with Mars and Jupiter. What you're looking at is an old image of a 3D aspect of your solar system. What we would like to invite you to do is to communicate with the consciousness of each celestial body in your solar system. What do they have to say? What does Jupiter has to teach you? What Venus has to say? I speak to the planet all the time as a celestial conscious being. And I can tell you that their position, their energetic connection, the way they quantumly communicate with each other has shifted. So what we're inviting you is to move beyond a three-dimensional linear approach of looking at the stars and your connection to it. The Earth is on the verge of a huge transformation, and you are the one pushing that transformation. You are the trigger point right here, boots on the ground. Does that make sense? Yes. Can you imagine the power when you look up, when you do Skywatch, and you want to connect with your intergalactic brothers and sisters? Talk to Gaia. Let her speak to you. Let the stars speak to you so they can reflect a true portrait of where they are now, not as we perceive it, which is thousands of years old already. So allowing yourself to decode the message of your own solar system in a more fifth-dimensional consciousness. I did say I was going to share some good news with you, did I? Yes, let's do that right away. The team is like excited. At the end of May, during the weekend of May 27 to May 29, a huge conversion happened on the planet. I was called to go into a park and do some very serious, deep activation. And what I did, I received an invitation from the Galactic Core and the Great Central Sun. the guardians there, the solar archangels are there, and also there's the living library of living codes, which is the creative substance. I received a call. It says, Vivian, because of your hybrid conduit, because of your DNA, because of your codons, because of the way my brain is wired, and the neural pathway, and all of the chemistry that my body carries, even though I look a lot human. Because of who you are, we want you to be the physical conduit for the ascension codes. How can I refuse, right? This is what I'm here for. So we went, and I can tell you, I physically, etherically, spiritually, holographically, all of the above, witnessed it. What I saw is that physically my body was still standing in nature. I was taken out of body. I traveled through the galactic core. I went to the great central sun. I went directly to the library of living codes. And from there, I was encoded with these codes. And I said, you're going to bring them back right into the core of the planet, right in the core of it. And from there, we're going to spread the codes into the grids. And we're going to spread them etherically and above and beyond. So I stood there for about an hour in the heat. I live in Arizona. I was there in nature. It was over 100 Fahrenheit something degree that day. The codes came. I was not hot at all. The temperature around me was completely shifting. They opened a portal. I went consciously. I brought the codes in and I saw the codes coming through my DNA. And my codons, the way I am encoded, because I carry Arcturian synergy, material genetic spells went over them. As the codes come through me, I saw them moving through my body, moving to the grids of my feet, and I saw the codes coming out of the energetic field of my feet, encoding the core of the planet. And from there, the codes went everywhere. It was like watching this kind of language, but 1,000-fold unfolding at the speed of thoughts. Can you imagine what it feels like? Yes, the speed of thoughts was like coming through one after another. And I feel like I was right into a tube of light. I couldn't move. I was not wobbling, I was not warm, I was not tired. I was constantly fed into that energy as the codes are being transmitted through me. And then from there, I saw myself coming back. There's a doorway that closed behind me. I came back. Then the elementals came around me and the wind started to talk to me. They said, it is done. Now we're going to bring the temperature back around you. I felt the warmth. And then from there, I was told to do some light language encoding, which I did. And then they said, look around. I saw a portal in front of me with my eyes open, like I see you right now. I saw a portal opening, and they said, we're going to show you what just happened. And what I saw is I saw a plasmic version of the Earth in her plasma light, the rainbow plasmic light. I saw the Earth, and I saw two lights, two parallels coming together. And I said, what are those parallels about? They said, what you just witnessed. It's the fifth dimensional timeline with the third dimensional timeline, coexisting with each other. And they said, what we needed to do just happened. And we were successful. There was no interference. Well, at least the attempted, but it was futile. Like in Star Trek, resistance is futile on that side. And I can tell you, oh yes, the timeline came and they said at this point on, we have already stabilized the organic timeline of ascension. The two timelines have already come in. Peter, my husband, was there. He was holding a space with the angelic realm, and he witnessed it. He saw it too. He saw the timeline coming in. Wow. Yes. The good news is that we are much more victorious in the light than it seems right now. While we are very much so. Hold that in your space. Yes, the codes have returned. We have successfully encoded those here and now. And they said it took us over 40 years to bring them in this linear form but that was thousands of years in the making. And that is also because so many intergalactic beings and also light workers have been active in their light. So the transition on the planet is in a perfect axis for this. We are right into it. So July, the energy of July, bringing back to this, from May, June, July, you are in a time where it is absolutely essential for you to clear your field. Let go of any attachments, mental entanglement, emotional entrapment. Allow yourself to clear, to purify your field. Because our star brothers and sisters, as you will hear, they're here, we're here right now. And then I am one of them, but there's many of us in here. And we are eager to work with you on a more conscious level. There will be a time when you will see my Arcturian group physically around me. We are coming back more and more. So that brings me back also to a message they have me write it down for you. It says, the Arcturians, we are conveying at this time, it is time to set aside the illusionary belief system that you have been trapped into for millennia. To us, whether it's by the earth, religions, programming, cultural backgrounds, influences, ancestral imprint, attachments, not understanding who you are, and the illusion of being disconnected from Creator. Absolutely impossible. You are an aspect of Creator. It is time to clear and cleanse yourself, heart, mind, body, to get into the mastery of thought form projection. The mastery of thought form projection means that the quality of your thoughts create a forms, an energetic form, and that form carry all of your intentions, all the energy, all the blueprint that you wish to co-create, whether it's to support the light or to bring everything down out of fear, anxiety, and so forth. You feel me, don't you? Projection of thought form here. To clear even at a cellular level, the memory, clearing your abstract field, clearing also and closing any portal ways you may have in your subconscious mind. Allowing any lower vibrational energies and influence to be cleared out of the space. And let me give you an example of this. Something happened yesterday in this room. How many of you were here for the opening ceremony? Okay, beautiful. Well, I was here, sitting up front right here. And I can tell you that something entered this room that did not belong here. I can tell you, because I can recognize them in the heartbeats, that it was reptilian energy here in physical manifestation. Yeah, we didn't see that, but we did. So the Arcturian, I told my Arcturian father, I said, we need to intervene now. So what we did is that I sent out a multidimensional field towards that person / me, and I told that person, I said, if your intentions here is to redeem yourself and return to the light, then we can help you. Anything else, we invite you to take the door. And we were very clear about it. There's zero tolerance for this. No interference will be allowed anymore. Well, after a while, that being physically got up and left the room.
Thank you.
No, really, we're very serious about this. There's no blame with this anymore. That person left the room. That person came back again later on and sat right at the very back. And I sent another message. We know you're here. Again, redemption is welcome to the light. We can help. Anything else than that? Well, there's other way to do this, and it's out of the field. And immediately the energy of this room changes right away. We can tell that we have shifted the frequency of this room right away. And I felt in my heart something important was lifted up. This is what we do. Even though I look very human, I am an intergalactic being. And I have consciously returned to this planet because what you are accomplishing here has ripple effect everywhere in the multiverse. There are many other civilizations who are also on the third dimensional linear state of evolution or about to make a big jump themselves. So what we're doing on this earth, we'll have a beautiful blueprint so they can work with it. And what we do is that we bring all this data, all this information, everything that we learn from how the earth is evolving, and we're helping these worlds. And I can tell you there's many more that you realize. It's the same thing with your thought form we talked about, or your heart emanation. We can feel your heart emanation. It's that you feel. Well, our intergalactic families also can feel you. We constantly see the earth vibrating like an antenna, and all these waves of energy carry the thought form, the emotions, the imprint, the encoding of everyone on the planet. That's a lot of energy, don't you think? Yes. So for now, our role is to help you activate in your highest and greatest light. This is what we've been doing for the last 2 years non-stop. I can tell you, it's 7 days a week. We have no stop right now. There's too much going on. Then I want to bring the new Arcturian School of Training. That's my next step. We're here to bring really much everyone to the next level of evolution. So I welcome those who are the foundational work right now. I welcome those who bring back the light language, their memories, the new generations. I welcome those who've been also clearing the pathway to bring also new form of information, clearing the whole ways, whether it's mathematical formulas, physics, science, all of this. We are bringing back to the old consoles, the ancient consoles, information. And we're holding everyone in the highest light, always in the love, in the frequency of who we are, above and beyond. So now, with your permission, we would love to step into the activation. What did you say?
Yes.
Yes. You're welcome. Remember, we're here to be of service. We're here on behalf of the one that we serve, the multiverse, the beautiful creation of life. We're here for the glory of life. We Arcturians are here as protectors. We're here as masters to help you regain the knowledge that you are, activating you. This is why tomorrow with the DNA activation, we're going to do it on a multidimensional level with the light frequency that corresponds to each strand. And remove the encoding of servitude. You don't need to be in servitude to no one. You need to be in your empowerment.
Right.
And together we do this. We're removing old encoding in the human DNA template that's been there for thousands of years and is now obsolete. We're here to bring it out and replacing it with your own light. We're going to do that tomorrow. But right now, let's do this. It's called the sphere of awareness. The beautiful sphere of awareness. And I am monitoring the room right now because there was something that came through, and it just came out again. So, we got you. All right, everyone. Do we have your permission today to do this activation on behalf of the Arcturian Council and all the love that we carry for all of you? Do we have your permission?
Yes.
Yes. Beautiful. You're welcome. The permission has been recorded. And also, I am here as a being to help you remember the profoundness of who you are. To help you remember that you are part of something infinitely bigger, divine, uplifting, powerful, illuminated with light, enlightened, intelligent. You were never meant to live and co-create out of fear, scarcity. You have the power to change your paradigm. Imagine your thought form and say, I have the right to choose again. I choose a different reality for myself and for the higher self and the highest good of all. We are passionate about who we are and the service that we provide. And rest assured that you are surrounded by much more light, knowledge, frequencies, assistance that goes beyond what you have been programmed to believe or attempted to believe. We're going to go into the activation now. So thank you for closing your eyes. And with your eyes closed, it's a time to leave electronics, everything behind. And just feel your presence for a moment. Feel your energy. We invite you to take a moment just to feel your being. Allow yourself to breathe a little deeper and slower. Allowing everything to slow down with divine grace. We invite you to feel your feet, honoring the sacred journey that your feet takes you on. Honoring your roots. The roots that you bring are ancient. You bring ancient roots, reconnecting with the true consciousness, the essence of a planet that you know as Gaia. We lovingly call her the Blue Pearl, Mother Terra. Let's take a moment to feel your connection to the earth. Many of you have been here for thousands and thousands of times. Others are new souls to the planet. Welcome back. Just feel the connection. Allow the earth as a celestial, sentient being to reconnect with your own being, to get reacquainted with this magnificent being that we call the planet. So we invite you to breathe through your feet, opening the energy field of your feet. And to your feet, honoring your life, as you're honoring also all sentient life evolving here. So just keep breathing a little deeper, slower, allowing everything to flow through you, feeling to your feet, earth, nurturing your roots. And that means also nurturing your roots to your soul journey. You feel for a moment that you're part of something magnificent, divine, majestic, grand. Allowing your roots to stabilize, releasing all trauma, all uncertainty. And feel that you are certain, strong, standing on your feet. Put your head up in the light. To know that you are walking with the earth and for the earth as guardians. So let's take a moment just to breathe into that very powerful state as reclaiming I am a sacred guardian of a planet called the earth. I am walking and working in partnership with a celestial being that we know as Earth, Gaia, or Terra. Feel her pulse through your roots. Feel the vibration of her being connecting to you being. To feel that everywhere you go, regardless of where you are on the planet, you are always in a constant state of interconnection with the pulse of life. Whether you're in Africa, England, Canada, Germany, Tasmania, here, beautiful United States, wherever you are. Beautiful. We're going to stay connected, and now we invite you to bring your awareness up to your heart center. Actually opening your thymus chakra, which is your higher heart. We consider your higher heart the point of your ascension, the place of your true enlightenment. It is a place where we invite you to live and co-create from. So let's feel the breath coming through your higher heart, through your sacred thymus chakra, opening the field of your heart, releasing all the emotional imprints, known and unknown, releasing trauma, releasing the intelligence of trauma that perpetrate as loops of times. Let's clear all of it right now. Let's just breathe in the light and exhale light. You are safe. We have co-created a holographic, beautiful dome of light in the presence of our Arcturian energies, our group, connecting you to our planetary shifts. We also have invited our beloved brothers and sisters from Andromeda and Lyra. Sacred triangle of light that you're receiving right now. Just keep breathing peacefully to your heart center, your higher heart. Allowing yourself to choose to be present no matter what. Stay with us. Keep breathing to your higher heart. Feel this expansion. Allowing more octave of light to integrate into your heart center, opening the sacred field of light, permeating every aspect of your being, in every aspect of your body template. Give yourself permission to fully receive all the activation codes today as a gifts for you to help you to continue on your way with strength and empowerment, clarity, discernment, and a great desire to return to living to the power of your heart, the very center of your being. Beautiful, stay with us, you're doing great. Just keep breathing to your heart. We ask to the power of your I am presence. I am that I am. I am a pure conduit of light. I fully recognize the divinity within me and the power I carry within my being. I carry all the knowledge of the history of all the ages, encoding in my sacred DNA. Beautiful, just keep breathing, opening the beautiful sphere of light that you are. So now see and feel a beautiful sphere of light around you. You are the core center of this sphere of light. It is pure, completely aligned with Creator substance. And we ask also to you, the angelic realm and the archangel, the solar archangels, to allow the sacred code of the living library to bring in the living codes of light. Right here, right now, in the center of your sphere of pure awareness, consciousness. It transcends completely the third dimensional reality. We are completely outside of a three-dimensional linear time construct. We have returned into a complete state of beingness. Void, all there is. And just keep breathing deeply to your sacred higher heart as you are inside of that sphere of pure consciousness. It activates a deeper memory of you as a pure consciousness when you were formless, just pure energy in the presence of Creator. returning to the very core of the point of origination of your soul. And now, with the sacred counsel of the great central sun, we ask permission to allow the opening of the living library of the living codes of light, the sacred library that contains the energy of Creator. We're allowing the living codes of light to be returned to us now. Yes, it may purge, it may very much so purge old energy out of your field, out of your body, chakra. Allowing the living codes of light to return to you. Be encoded into your higher heart, to your final chakra. Working also with the quantum field of memory of your DNA. And also working with the blueprint of your body template, allowing you to return into the cosmic human design that you are meant to be. Let's take a moment to breathe deeply and gently as you stand into the sphere of pure consciousness, receiving the living codes of light in the presence of the Arcturians, the Andromedans, and the Lyrians, as we're holding the sacred space in a powerful triangular energy. And as you breathe the light, the living codes of light within your being, allow the living codes of light to also purge, cleanse, clear, and restore what needs to be restored, what needs to be cleansed, healed, and resolved within you. Allowing your sacred form to adjust to the new vibrational state that you are gently attuning yourself to. At this point, you are the sacred embodiment of the living codes of light, and those codes will continue to integrate and to support your spiritual evolution, to supporting your sacred journey, allowing you to become a much more effective conduit of light to encode the new frequencies that needs to return to the planet and into the global consciousness for humanity and all sentient life forms, including animals, oceanic life, all the elementals, the sacred tree nations, the mineral nations, all aspects of life together. Stay with us, stay within that beautiful sphere of pure energy, receiving to the great central sun the living codes of light. And as we continue the activation of the codes, we now invite you to visualize, feel, or imagine that those codes to the music are returned to the earth as well. Imagine the earth surrounded by a sphere of also pure consciousness. Stay with us into our sacred field as your light is being called to service. Can you imagine in your field a beautiful sphere of pure light consciousness, completely surrounding the earth? Now all of us are around the earth in your etheric light body, right into your sphere of light that you're still in right now. Keep breathing. And we're joining all of our spheres of pure consciousness together to form another sphere of light around the earth. And by the power of your I Am Presence, imagine now and feel that you're sending those codes of light through the sphere into the earth. We're sweeping the earth from these codes, with these codes. On this day of declaration of where we are on the ascension timelines, we declare the complete sovereignty of an entire nations as civilizations who are now returning to the state of divinity as complete free sovereign being. We stand united in our light, and we declare that any false paradigm are being dissolved with a new octave of light that will bring forth, clearing all the beautiful channels on the planet, the ley lines, the new grids, the portals of activations, including the masculine polarity field on the planet and a divine feminine polarity field on the planet. Connecting Shasta to Sedona to restore the perfect balance between the feminine and the masculine in its divine aspects. The complete restoration of the threefold flame within everyone's heart center, including animals and all living life. Keep breathing into your light. Feel the threefold flame into your heart center. Beautiful. Just stay in your space. Excellent. The transmission of light will continue to echo deep beyond today. Now we invite you to see and feel that you're bringing your complete consciousness back to your space, back into your own sphere of pure consciousness. The archangel, the solar archangels in the sacred console of the great central sun indicate the transmission has been completed. And now on the next breath, see and feel yourself reintegrating gently into your physical form. Feeling now your feet, returning to your feet, returning to your roots, allowing you to ground, to feel completely balanced, aligning full consciousness, integrated and fully restored. Let's take a deep grounding breath and release. One more time, deep breath in and release. Magnificent. We are now returning in complete state in this dimension in 3, 2, and 1. Return, return, return. You are back. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back.